He bobbed in an endless ocean, moving gently in the long, slow swell of idea and mind, ignorant of how he had gotten there or what his purpose might be, bereft of any internal recognition of the world or himself at all. The great risings and fallings of dark, fathomless water ought to have been frightening, for those who bobbed near its surface were entirely at the mercy of the waves, and the ocean was infinitely powerful. Nor could they know what leviathans might swim in the deeps below. The man, however, felt no fear, only a sharp, heavy loneliness. The endless sea seemed too vast a body not to host other travelers, or signposts. He splashed, turning to look in every direction. There was no road, no marker, no other person, no discussion, no idea. Only more water. It was so featureless that he could not even be sure if he had turned 1, 2, or even 3 circles in the water. It felt wrong, as if something even more important was missing. But what? He considered this in the long, unending time that lay before him, and concluded that something so puissant as this vast ocean should have a purpose, an effect, or, failing those, at least some other witness to its infinite majesty. But there was only him. "How long can I live here?" he asked the body of water. "Who am I?" There was no answer, not even the possibility of one. The sound was simply lost without echo to the boundless open sky and bottomless sea. Eventually there was pain. In his back, in his side, along one arm and shoulder. He whirled in the water, looking for the tiny fish he imagined might be devouring him. There was nothing. No little predators with long, sharp teeth and quick movements. He had hoped to speak with the fish, even if they were slowly consuming him. Time passed, increasingly in pain and loneliness. The sense of absolute isolation was by far the worst of the two torments. "Destroy me! Only end this abandonment!" he shouted to the infinite water. Destruction did not come, at least not in the swift form he looked for, only the continual rising and falling of the swell. There was no sun that he could see, just a brightness in the sky. There was no way to tell time, except through the persecution of unending solitude in a wet, endless desert of self. An eternity later, a tall, pointed shadow slowly crept up and came over the man. It looked at first like a thorn moving across the water, sliding silently toward his impalement. As the dark silhouette moved over his mind, he turned to see a massive iceberg behind him. He never considered that it may have approached stealthily on currents of its own, for purposes of its own. The shadow was merely its tip, and not a thorn at all. Though the tip pointed toward heaven, the man understood that the vast bulk of this creature was hidden beneath the surface of the dark waters. He rejoiced that he had found company. He spoke questions and made observations to the silent, inscrutable mass. He swam all around its enormous bulk, admiring its smooth lines and how beautifully blue the upper sections looked before the water turned cold and dark. He dived down a few body lengths to see how deep the clean, crystalline structure went, and was amazed at the endless, vertiginous expanse of ice below him. There is no bottom to this creature. I could spend a lifetime exploring this iceberg and never know or understand her completely. Emerging from the water, he realized that he had found more than just a vast and complex companion. He had found out something about himself. Some knowledge had returned to him, the most important kind: love. He said to the iceberg, "You are beautiful."